I'd previously sewn at school, but I was a bit of a naughty kid and my pillowcase didn't get finished, and if it had, it probably would have fallen apart. I just couldn't grasp using the machine. I just couldn't get it. The reason I decided to join Laura Ray Teaches Sewing was because I needed a hobby. It was a really rough time. I had recently gone through a mental health crisis and I wanted something that was different, that wasn't stress related to work, it wasn't home life, it was something for me to help me with my recovery, to help me move forward, and something to enjoy, to have that pleasure again. So I thought I'd give it a go. There was nothing venture, nothing gained, but I gained a lot from joining Laura. During the sessions I have learned a lot of techniques, a lot of stuff that I didn't realise or underrated or underappreciated in garments that I wear. So I'm currently wearing a dress that I've made. In one of the sessions we learn in intermediate we learn how to do box pleats, and that's in this skirt to give it more of a shape to coming out. I have learned invisible zips, which I inserted in this dress with the help of Laura at a social, and inseam pockets, which I believe we did in the beginner session. In the beginner's sewing course I learned a lot of fundamentals that enabled me to read dress patterns, and then fast forward coming to intermediate, there was some really good tricky challenges to really get stuck into, and I enjoyed them. For instance, putting in a placket and a cuff in this little mini make was fun, just to kind of help your mind drift away in the work that you're doing. You give it full attention. And then to go along with that, another lesson, we learned how to do the stand collars, which were tricky but fun, and got to do stitch in the ditch and interfacing. And then to follow that on we did yokes. So these skills, now I feel more confident to go off to make men's clothing, so I'm currently making a shirt for my partner for Christmas. My sewing journey has been pure enjoyment. I have learned a lot and it's been quite fulfilling in terms of my self-confidence, my self-esteem, and sense of achievement. I didn't think that I'd get past the beginners, but I have carried on and now moving into the advanced, and I can't wait to get stuck in the new year on that. I would highly recommend Laura Ray Teaches Sewing if you're looking to venture into learning how to sew, make your own garments for little people, anything for gifts. She has a way of teaching you that is full of enthusiasm and joy, and that imparts onto you. Her teaching style is incredibly friendly. You learn by reading and seeing handouts each week. You see Laura complete the mini makes with you, and you also have those oral instructions so that you're reinforced constantly throughout the session, building on that knowledge. If you're just venturing out or have been learning to sew for a little while, my advice to you is practice. Ignore that little imposter saying that you can't do it or you feel like you can't understand. Instead, invest in cheap fabrics from the charity shop, cheap dress patterns from charity shops, or ones you can find online to print. It can be inexpensive if you let it be, to make a toil or a practice run, and you will actually be surprised by what you achieve, and then your sewing bug is just there all the time. I am now confident enough to make dresses for my daughter. This is her Christmas one and I'm really proud of it because she actually asked to wear it to her party this weekend.